Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start a live stream. And today we're gonna have two live streams. This first live stream, it will be us watching the final part of the North American regional finals of Pokemon Unite that I didn't caught up to live and direct. So we're gonna watch that and then we'll start a new live stream where we're gonna be playing Pokemon Unite, when we're gonna be playing ourselves. We're gonna be playing some solo queue, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's come in to this. Just communicating to Discord that we are live. Thank you very much for being here. So, oh, we have some static. Hold on. No, we're good now. Communicating to Discord that we are live. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure to go to our Discord. And I'll just communicate here. Let's go. Everything communicated, everything connected, and we are ready to start. So what are we going to be watching? Going to be watching the bracket reset between TTV and LG. Team TTV came from the losers bracket, right? And they won the first best of 5 against Luminosity. And now it's the time for Luminosity to be the loser, right? So this is the real final. Who wins this best of 5 takes the regional title, the regional championship. And we are in the draft. We're about to see the bans. So let's go, guys. Enjoy the matches. Enjoy my reaction as well. And let's get started.
Who our regional champions will be for North America. Here's the draft. Is there going to be any sort of changes coming out from Luminosity?
Surely Luminosity has to go back to the drawing board at this point. You just lost a final in a 3-0.
True. They have to go back to the drawing board because they just lost 3 matches in a row. Because it's a best of 5. So if you lose 3 matches in a row, you're out. So, and they lost 3-0 to TTV. So let's go.
Fashion to a team that you had a nigh-on perfect record against. TTV had...
True, and TTV had played 10 times against Luminosity and they had lost 10 times. So the fact that they were able to take 3 games in a row really reveals their growth and wisen up in the game. Let's go.
Some answers. They're going
Comfy ban, Slowbro ban. So what's the Comfy ban is like Luminosity. They were playing a lot with like Overlord on the Zoroark and then being supported by a Comfy or by a Blissey, aka what people call a pocket player, because Blissey puts or Comfy, they put a Pokemon in their pocket and they carry them around with the heals and the support. And what I think TTV will do is now pick Blissey. You know what I'm saying? Taking that supporting choice away from Luminosity, and they can pocket the Zoroark on Overlord or something like that.
to be going with the Comfey ban. Slowbro banned away again. TTV baiting Luminosity into that Zoroark pick.
All right, what will be that first pick? TTV's got some strong options
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, they choose the... Yeah, exactly.
Blissey one more time as the first pick of the match. Everything we know about draft has really been thrown out the window when TTV is involved.
I wish every single match we could have a best of 7, best of 9 as these teams download each other every single competition. But Luminosity with the bounce back, grabbing Dodrio instead of the Zoroark. There's that answer.
Alright, so they counter the counter pick with the Dodrio. Interesting, I want to see that.
All of a sudden, Lutano is going to have to go to a new option.
I love that choice.
You on
That
the
is so
Otter on
cool.
the
Of course, we
Otter on the Mew is really strong, y'all.
know Overlord's so strong on that Dodrio as well. The Ozark has been unstoppable, but is it more valuable to be able to take away a pick from an opponent and, of course, have a slightly less powerful version of your best pick?
Good question. I think yes. Absolutely. The Dodrio spot, and Overlord has made that pick look so fantastic in the past as well. Lutano currently hovering over the Venusaur really was a start of the tournament storyline for them with how powerful they were on that play. And well, Celestial's going to lock in the Buzzwole, one of my favorite Pokemon, but honestly, it's one of my favorite players picking that one. Celestial has been looking amazing. Curios is going to get the final option, and Chandelure is finally here. Curios has...
Chandelure wasn't picked though at all, I believe, or like only once or twice in this final, so it's very cool to see it coming in.
Made highlights after highlights on this Pokemon. The amount of special attack damage that Curios is going to be able to do is unprecedented. TTV is going to need to find an answer.
They are, but of course, we have seen hero moments on every single member of TTV, on every single one of these Pokemon over the course of this tournament, so they are for sure playing very comfortable. I love the Dodrio to take it away from Lutano. I love the Chandelure coming back, but in the end, we'll see if this change is enough to stop TTV's momentum.
We are going to be going into a fresh set of a best of 5 for the grand finals. NAIC, make some noise, and casters take it away.
All right, here we go. TTV Luminosity. It's all squared up right now. 0-0 in this new set of games.
It's a grand finals time, baby. We got a bracket reset. We clapped for it. It happened. That's great. Made us look good. 3-0, great start. Luminosity needs to hit that reset. And I like where they went with their draft. They switched it up, but they didn't go too far out of their comfort zone here. They made some positive adjustments, putting kind of the ball back in TTV's court to see how they can react to this new look.
Yeah, I think it's really important to notice what's happening in a lot of these drafts where teams are starting to pick each other apart and figure out exactly what they don't want to, you know.
True. In these drafts, as the tournaments go longer and longer, you see teams knowing each other better and be like, oh, you like this, let me take you that pick or a similar thing and let me counter with this pick on my own.
Give their opponents. I thought it was going to be the Zoroark, but apparently not. I think TTV has already solved that problem. We're going to see if they can solve the problem of Overlord on this Dodrio as we head in here to game number 1 of this grand finals reset.
Yeah, I mean, you said they solved that problem in LG. What they've done and what they're going to try and do here is
And Dodrio lane, not Dodrio jungle.
that Dodrio. Zugrug using Water Pulse again, Slash kind of on the retreat, half HP there. And then Celestial up here with Ender in their pocket is going to look to take over this lane early.
Yeah, we can see Overlord right here just looking to get some stacks early, looking to get some secures on this wild Pokemon. Not able to make it happen right there. The Fell Stinger from Buzzwole and the big old mitts there from Blissey are really difficult to deal with.
Looks like, you know, TTV been leaning into that comfy band for LG, and then LG's been leaning into the Slowbro band back the other way. And it's worked out for TTV so far in the last 3 games, that's for certain.
Yes, it has, absolutely. I think they have figured out something that Luminosity, a lot of teams have just not noticed how to take this team down, especially in this tournament right here. But it seems like TTV has figured it out. They've cracked the code as we get ready for these Swablu and Altaria. Big Wicked Blow actually misses slightly on Celestial right there, but the Drill Peck from Overlord.
Nice Drill Peck. Drill Peck is very useful not only because of the damage, but because you move the bees, not the bees, the Swablus and Altarias around as well.
Swablu and Altaria to their side of the map and make sure that they are getting as big as possible. Nice little engage on Ender, who's still sitting at level 3. They need to bubble over to Blissey to start making impact and really be able to help Celestial out.
You know, we've seen a lot of
The Mew.
extremely powerful moveset as well. You can just see how it absolutely shreds through the HP bar of that Mew and that Blissey on the side of TTV.
Nice heavy slam by Slash to keep Zugrug from the pursuit on Rin. And then Overlord getting some experience. They're doing pretty good, but they haven't gotten many stacks in, Sprague.
Yeah, not many stacks at all, but no points once again yet from TTV. As we can see, Kyrios here from Luminosity evolving into the Chandelure here in this central area, as that is all secured by Luminosity.
Good amount of damage going in on Rin there, forcing them to just kind of hang out in the middle without getting into a path too quickly. Buying, again, time. When in a 10-minute game, every second you can leech from your opponent is invaluable because there are so many minor decisions and macro decisions that go into a successful game.
Venusaur with the solar beam going crazy. Let's go. I like it.
Celestial staying here in the top path with Ender as well. You see Rin on this single strike. Oh! Been picked up there. I honestly thought that was the Urshifu getting picked up.
Bro, that single target, that wicked blow, man, it's so strong.
These teams playing a little bit more reserved than we're used to seeing.
Oh yeah, this feels like a very, very reserved game. This feels like both of these teams don't want to make a mistake. I think Luminosity is trying to get refocused right here, and I think TTV probably doesn't want to get in over their head. They've been playing extremely well. They don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to go in. Solar Beam comes through, but the Wicked Blow lands true as LG is able to take the first Reggie of the game. But nice little attempt by Otter.
Yeah, and you can see right here, here comes Overlord trying to get a big KO on Lutano in this central area right here. And this is going to be something that Overlord's able to do with Dodrio. Dodrio can really isolate that Venusaur. I wasn't sure if we were going to see Venusaur brought into this game for that reason.
Yeah, that's the big question. They need to get this spacing on Overlord. So
Nice Dodrio Unite there for survivability.
burn there and points are going in as Ender shows up. Egg Bomb, not going to try and do too much here. Really, again, just keep that goal zone standing as long as possible. But it looks like it's going to go down by 23 points. Michael Jordan.
Nice start so far once again for Luminosity.
Bliss me because you never wanna be less.
Rare to see TTV not scoring points, but they aren't as they pick up another KO right here. This Dodrio might be the new problem that really takes TTV down.
It's looking good in the early stages. Despite Overlord having issues getting their stacks early, they are harassing on the side of TTV. Finally, the rest of the TTV squad needs to show up and support Lutano. Venusaur is a key component to their strategy, but if Lutano can't get big, then it ain't going to work out. Overlord dodging that solar beam.
What a dodge. What a dodge. And he runs away. That Dodrio play. Let's go.
LG lets this Regieleki hit, and they're going to be able to absolutely buckle another goal zone.
Look at this here. Once again, TTV not scoring a single point. Somehow Overlord making it out. It looks like he was dancing through a laser grid in a spy movie or something like that. I couldn't believe all those solar beams missed. Unbelievable stuff as TTV is down 0 to 205.
And 2 goal zones gone, which means that
That's a huge lead. TTV really lagging behind there.
I'm taking a look at the levels. They are a little bit behind, which is different than what we saw in the previous set where the score lead was ridiculous, but TTV kind of felt in it.
Yeah, this feels like a very different game for Luminosity right here. Obviously, we saw TTV in a somewhat similar position, so I don't want to count them out right now, but they are in a tough spot. Behind on levels, behind on points, behind on positional advantage.
They're very behind. That's true. Very, very behind.
It is almost all the things indeed. The next thing that they might lose is this Regice because LG is all around it. Zugrug's hanging out trying to find somebody with a bubble beam. They'll try and make a play here, and if they can, that's just a icing on the cake. But ultimately, it turns into a Regice for Luminosity, and some KOs might start happening as they're looking to push. Overlord's charging forward. They're spacing out the rest of the team. Ender's split from the rest of the squad. Overlord finally gets Otter, and Ender's pressured out. Sitting on top of the goal zone is Lutano. Slash is taking tons of damage, but they're committed to getting this KO. Overlord's going to try and make it out. Zugrug with the support. Solar Beam comes through. Overlord dodges it with a boosted auto, and they make it out again.
Somehow, Luminosity does not get KO.
Crazy. Luminosity dodging all the bullets. Amazing.
Finally able to score in the top path. Luminosity wasn't even there. At this point, this is looking really rough for TTV in game 1 of our grand finals reset. Can TTV just beat Luminosity 3-0? So I think everyone out there watching has some hope right now, but you're just watching Luminosity dominate this match.
Well, they've certainly got their fair share of hopium there, and LG's taking that offense because they are looking like a completely different team. A couple good KOs that they were able to pick up in the last 3 minutes of this one, but Curios is there, like a bug to a candle, absolutely burned up.
Yeah, really great stuff once again for Luminosity. We picked up a couple of KOs for the side of TTV, and we can see the levels starting to tick up. We definitely want to be a higher level Venusaur right here. There's a huge break point for Venusaur at level 13. Those solar beams will come really, really fast. The cooldown is just incredible if they are able to get it. If not, they're going to be behind quite a bit at this ending fight as level 13 for Urshifu and Chandelure on the other side.
This Regieleki is important. If TTV gets the Regieleki, they'll be able to score and get closer or ahead, and then that changes the completely setup for Rayquaza. Let's see. It's really low. Oh! Otter got it with Electro Ball. Let's go. Ooh, great damage.
I don't think they particularly care, and we've got, guess what, Rayquaza 15 seconds away. That's a very late Cotton Crash.
15 seconds away, extremely late Cotton Crush, massive Drill Peck into a Unite move. This could be the Ray fight starting right here as we see a Unite move come out from the
Fernando double beam, double KO, that was massive! They took the fight, Overlord got in deep, and they flipped the script on him immediately.
Double KO with a Solar Beam. Let's go Lutano. Now Slash, under stress.
Can Otter chase it down? They're going to try. I'm looking at the rest of the map. Overlord's caught in the middle. It is a Solar Beam, but not from Venusaur, as they are going to double this thing up. Otter chips into Rayquaza. We're trying to find another opportunity. Oh, there's 2 players down for LG.
Bro, the coaching dodge. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Mew. You see the Urshifu there? Preparing a wicked blow. Mew sees that, and he's on the coaching, and he's gonna cross the wall. Whoop! Bro, wow, man, what a play.
Opportunity. Oh, there's 2 players down for LG Stare, but they're coming off respawn. Rin trying to find their way in. TTV focusing on that big mythical Pokemon in the middle.
And here we go. Big Buzz will unite here in the middle right here. Nice big wicked blow onto the Mew. Mew's up in the air, and it is down.
Gone.
Celestial is now taking a ton of damage from the Chandelure, jumping on.
TTV being wrecked. TTV being wrecked here.
Bottom bat trying to heal Lutano, but Zugrug's in a lot of trouble.
Overlord making it out. Curios is low on HP. They're putting the pressure on Zugrug. Heavy Slam pops them up. Ren be able to close it out. They dart through. They do, but look at that low HP, and they're caught on the backside. Curios throwing some flames to buy some space. More points going in for LG. Overlord was not knocked out. They're on a sliver of health. They made it back. They got some points in. TTV needs to get on top of this Rayquaza right now. Put it on that pedestal,
Unite.
TTV, and get in there. Otter's trying to find an opportunity. They're closing the gap, but now they've got to just absolutely flip this thing. That's their only option left. LG knows it, and they're getting into the middle. They're going for the follow-up. Overlord's all over Ender. They're chasing down Lutano. Close down the Solar Beam. Chips him up with the Unite move and comes back into the middle. Rayquaza's still at 10%. It's getting smothered down. 3 players down for TTV. LG's got this thing in the bag, I think. No!
Wow, TTV secures it.
Gets it, but they don't have it.
Zugrug stole it. I didn't even realize it.
Wow, what a fight from Luminosity here as they sew up game number 1. TTV turning around, trying to get that secure on Rayquaza, and they do, but there are not enough of them up. Too many of them are KO'd, and Luminosity takes a convincing game 1. They
Dominated. TTV was dominated. The Dodrio and the Urshifu doing a lot of damage, bro.
Number 1 of our bracket reset.
The mobility of Zoroark versus Dodrio. Zoroark is left to right, back and forth. Dodrio is in a straight line. It has better escape tools. So some of the little traps that TTV was setting to catch that Zoroark aren't going to work as well on the Dodrio. But hey, we got the numbers guys back. So let's kick it over to them to break down this game 1.
What a way to bounce back for Luminosity Gaming. Take a look at that scoreline. I think that tells you all you need to know. That game was LG from start.
TTV scored once, 40 points.
but as you can see, no points follow that one up. LG with an incredible bounce back game.
Right, there was actually the potential there. The Lapper still had to unite. So if there wasn't such a dominant game from LG the entire way through, the comeback potential was absolutely there, but they played it so smart all the way through. Even in that last situation, allowing them to potentially get that flip on the Ray was 100% in their knowledge. And wow, 134 for Overlord.
On the drill pack.
134k on the Dodrio. Bruh. Sheesh.
Dodrio going all in on.
Alright, next match.
That the Mew also being taken away.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, Celestial takes Urshifu away from Rine. But they got the Blissey, and they took the Mew from Otter.
From Otter, so two of potentially the strongest picks that we've seen from TTV now on the other side.
Trying to grab some of the things that they have been by far the most successful with. I also really like this, leaving Lutano's choice till the very end of the draft because of how powerful that Dodrio matchup was against Venusaur. I mean, I completely agree with Spraggles. I don't like that pick into the Dodrio. Luminosity, though, going to grab the Chandelure and the Hoopa yet again, so double support on the side of Luminosity. Blissey going to be a bit more of that pseudo-defender, and TTV making their choice, going back to the Venusaur. I'm seeing a lot of people shaking their head wanting that Blastoise, but no, it is going to be the Venusaur. Solar Beam back on the menu.
All right, very interesting, just based on what we saw to go with this somewhat similar pick for Lutano. Of course, Lutano has one of the widest character varieties that you could possibly have. Can go to just so many different Pokemon, but the Venusaur has been kind of the hero play Pokemon for him over the course of this weekend. We'll see if it works out this time. There's going to be a Solar Beam on the other side as well, so it's going to be Beam versus Beam very potentially. And now we'll see if there's an answer for this Dodrio this time around for TTV.
Yeah, this time having a Solar Beam secure and a Wicked Blow secure for Celestial is very, very powerful. However, the team fight capability of Luminosity is incredibly strong. Well, we are going to be headed into game number 2 of our Grand Finals reset. Casters, take it away.
That's right, this is game.
Let's go, game 2, game 2.
Hot streak, but Luminosity just shut them down in a big way. Barely let them score at all in that match. Dominated with them with a performance.
Yeah, they lost. Look to make me believe. Here we go. We're going to see in game 2 how they switch that up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do right here. As we do have some differences. Obviously, they were able to get that Urshifu on the side of TTV.
I think that's very important. Taking the Urshifu away from Rine, it's very important. So Rine is now playing on the Mew, right?
They've got themselves an Espeon as well, which is a little different. You see a lot of teams play the stored power Espeon into Dodrio, so they might think that is enough of a counter to deal with this here.
Absolutely. I do like LG taking away Otter's Mew as well. Curios has played incredibly well on that character, so putting it in their hands is kind of one of those take it away and give us a nice thing to use during the match.
And here we go in that top path. Overlord
No, Curios is going on the Mew, so Rine is going on the Shandy.
was trying to score right there. They stopped them as we continue to see experience going back and forth here in this bottom path. Blissey has evolved, so a little more has been secured on the side of Luminosity. They head right into that tall grass to see if they can get in the face of TTV.
Overlord level 4 looking for an opportunity, darts in, trying to get that wild Pokemon for themselves.
Ooh,
that
get a
Vine
knockout.
Whip slowing them down. The follow-up comes with that little...
Great knockout there. Dodrio goes down, not able to evolve.
Eldegoss has been very helpful against this Dodrio right now. You know, the red buff on that Eldegoss slowing them up considerably right there. Lucky time to evolve, I gotta say, because otherwise they would have eaten an entire overheat from that Chandelure.
Yeah, and Rin's playing very far forward, lacing in some damage, while LG has 4 players committed to this top path, leaving poor Slash, the off-tank, in that Blissey, which is a supporter, but playing more of the tank role in this one, babysitting that bottom goal zone alone.
And you can see Rin just continuing to shell damage over to the side of TTV. Celestial going for that single strike Urshifu, better for securing objectives and big KOs, but it obviously cannot fight the same way that the Rapid Strike.
Yeah, Rin is actually just laying in those overheats for spacing, right? Because they know once Celestial gets close, that Wicked Blow will absolutely shatter that lamp. So instead, you just make sure they can't get to you. And Elo, of course, sticking around in support. They've still got Astonish to stun if they do go for an engagement.
We've got Dodrio here in this this bottom path. It looks like Tube's coming right around, seeing if they can get a KO. We do not have a sword power from this Espeon. It is a Psyshock Espeon with the long range and the huge stuns.
A well-timed engagement by Overlord there, waiting for Celestial to go that way.
Ooh, the knockout on the Shandy. Let's go.
Little look, but I was going to say it was perfectly timed. Overlord waiting for that wicked blow to be used by Celestial and then goes in to try and pick up a KO. It didn't quite convert, but you can really see the type of timing and things that they're thinking about when they go for those engagements.
Here we go. Nice big secure there. It looked like actually on the side of Luminosity. I wasn't sure if it was the Mew or maybe just the Blissey with that big secure. So we head for this top path right here. Nice big drill peck. Not able to take Ender down, however.
You can tell that these teams are starting to figure each other out and grinding to a halt because there has not been a single point put in, and we know there's Pokemon stacking in this game, which means they are...
True, there is no points scored yet. That's very interesting.
From Overlord in the central area of TTV, and it looks like it actually bullied out Lutano from TTV. Almost a level 8 right now, so it does have both of its moves as we head down to the bottom path here.
What happened? What happened?
8 right now, so it does have both of its moves as we head down to the bottom path here.
Oh, well, Regice at half, and it's Zugrug there again just to try and make a play for the squad as the commitment is somewhere else. Otter comes in, actually ejects in to try and use that big ability, that secure ability that they have, but can't quite get there in time. Meanwhile, we got Ender getting a KO on Overlord themselves.
Yeah, and they couldn't get there in time. However, it was Zugrug, somehow, the solo Lapras, who was able to secure that.
That is wild. And that's why they send them there, to just hang out and see what they can do. Otter pulled up, couldn't quite close the door on it, but Zugrug's like, nah, I got it.
I'll give it a shot, guys. Just me against the whole team down here. I'll see what I can do. Nah, I don't need the secure. I can do it myself. Nice big Unite move onto Overlord. Overlord's getting extremely low right here. That red buff onto Ender, slowing them down, making sure they can't charge that sprint gauge. They don't even need...
LG getting the Dodrio. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
The Solar Beam Lutano, they take him down. The support gets the KO. The best way to support, big KOs.
Yeah, best defense is good offense, and in that case, that was really facilitated by Otter. Great catch with their Unite move, and then, of course, the Eldegoss there to slow them down in a conversion. TTV is moving on the right axis. They're starting to figure out how do we need to play into this Dodrio, and they're getting a couple good quality KOs on top of Overlord.
One thing that we're seeing here is a nice big Unite move into Elo. Elo goes down right here. Here comes the Unite move from Venusaur as they're pushing onto this goal zone.
Great Venusaur play.
Finally, some points are going to get on the board here.
Great Venusaur play over there. Unite into Solar Beam. Bye-bye.
Some points in, and they hit that perfect 100.
Yeah, 100 points for TTV. Very different from the last game because it didn't have the 1 or the other 0. It had 0 for a long time. You remember the 0?
I do indeed, and there we go. We see the maneuverability and mobility of Dodrio able to get out as Zugrug was very close to taking a 1v1 KO on top of Overlord as the Lapras. Nice follow-up, good Egg Bomb to try and slow that, but guess what? They used the Unite move to get out of dodge.
Lapras used the Unite move to get out, but it looks like they might be coming back in right now, just kind of doing a fun little circle right here. That's showing off. Here we come. Big wave, seeing if it can crash into anybody, and no, they are not able to find a target right there as we have 1 second until Reggie hits this bottom, this basement. Reggie spawns here in the bottom path.
Elo pulls everybody through with the rings on bound, but there's 2 players down for LG. They're not even here. 2 KO streak of 2 on the backside of the map as Lutano is just doing work off screen. Slash is trying to bubble it out with a couple Egg Bombs to make sure that they've got the spacing that Overlord wants. Can they get in there? The Wicked Blow is charged up, and it's Overlord that actually picks it up before the Wicked Blow can hit. Bliss Assistance on top of Overlord, and they're looking for KOs. They got 2. Can they get a 3rd? Zugrug's trying to stand strong, but they don't have enough.
Overlord going crazy on the Dodrio.
Another opportunity. Nice little surf by Curios. Oh, that's a big Unite back the other way for Otter. They catch 2, and they're able to get out.
Somehow the Venusaur Unite flies in but does not pick up a KO as we have the Solar Beam coming out. Here comes the nice Unite move onto the Chandelure. Rin goes down for the side of Luminosity as they're continuing to push onto this goal zone. I don't know if there's much they can do. And here comes another drill peck from Overlord. Overlord known to continue to push their advantage. He might continue this fight. It looks like he does. Grabbing Ender with this drill peck. Ender's in some trouble right here. The Solar Beam misses. Ender's HP is very low as he is continuing this push into the central area. Picks up another KO.
Bro, Overlord going crazy, that Dodrio, man. Another one!
I mean, Dodrio looks like a wood chipper, and TTV is wood to be chopped up, my friend, because Overlord was hanging out. They were not hiding. They were ready for it. And TTV was just lobbing themselves in there. Great pickup of a KO by Overlord, and they are almost level 13.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 12, 13. Boy, they're 13. I can read numbers. Where are our numbers, guys?
Yeah, I mean, we need our numbers, guys, when we look at the difference between 12 and 13 over here. Come on, production. Don't leave us out to dry like that, guys. Here we have it. This
Luminosity is dominating once again. But what's important is that Ray fight. Let's go.
But they are going to be able to take it, of course, in time, as points are going into this bottom goal zone for TTV. That is a Unite. I guess he'll have it back in time. It's very late.
Big time question we're looking at right now. 3 Unites on LG's side. We have 4 on the side of TTV. But LG is going to pivot down and get some space. They want this basement Reggie, it looks like. And Overlord kind of made a bait to see if they could rip it. Can pull Celestial in. And we sludge bombing out here for Lutano.
Yeah, Lutano did switch off of that Giga Drain here. I think they're thinking that maybe the sludge bomb can help them get some big secures with Otter as well.
Alright.
And at the same time,
Reggie Ice for TTV. Let's go.
not play. We let the Regieleki walk in top. We're going to have to see. No, he could have waited a second there to get a bigger overcap, but he does leave the tier 2 goal zone there. As this Rayquaza is being chipped up right
Bro, it's a rip. It's being done so fast.
away by TTV.
TTV putting it on a pedestal. We see Elo trying to stun him down. They're getting in the middle. Rayquaza's at 20%.
Oh, Urshifu got it. Let's go.
The ball, we're taking Wicked Blow. Wicked Blow seals and TTV makes the magic happen. They're collapsing here, but can they withstand? The lamp goes down in course short order. Dodrio's on the chase. Overlord's trying to shred some shields. Lapras is going up top. Zugrug is untouched. Meanwhile, you got Celestial downstairs on Burger for them. Bang. Overlord is dealing with Ender, but it doesn't matter because the Lapras is getting their points in the hard way. Fraggles, can they stop them? Can they? Overlord keeps them from going in. We got 100 back the other way, and we got 80 going into the middle. Can they get the stop? The Blue Elo doesn't get it. Ender trying to score in the middle. 309 to 270. Spraggles. They're going to get a KO on Ender, but there's going to be an opportunity to push back.
Wow, Zugrug not able to score right there. A beautiful stop from Overlord while TTV is slightly ahead on points. I do believe they have 1 or 2
Bro, Overlord has to be banned. The player itself.
shields. I couldn't see if one was also on Venusaur right now, but they have a tier 1 goal zone in this bottom path. This is not good for TTV. This is an easy goal zone to score on. 5 members of Luminosity. You're circling it like a shark right now as they are coming in to score, and if they do, they will take TTV down.
Big time reset. I'm looking for the Unite moves. McCandle has theirs. They're looking for an opportunity. Can they get a KO? They need a pick. Nobody's down yet. The defense is starting. Can we get an opportunity? Zombie goes through. Ring goes down. Ring goes down. We got an SB on Unite back. 1 player down, and TTV's going for the counter punch. 306 to 309.
Dodrio just went center. They're now up 358 to 309 as TTV's running to score. They do have a Rayquaza shield, but they need to make it happen quick.
Who's holding it? They got to get in there. They're going
The Lapras Unite carrying them. Let's go.
Celestial gets it broken by the flying fist to Elo. They're going to try and get in. They need
Lutano scores to the top.
Are you kidding?
No, Lutano scored. Yeah, 43 over there. I didn't notice it.
By the flying fist to Elo. They're going to try and get in. They need
Lutano scores to the top.
Are you kidding me? 395 to 384. The stop continues. Espeon goes in. TTV's in the lead. Nobody scored for Luminosity, and TTV balances this thing up.
Somehow TTV takes it, the sneaky score from the Venusaur in the top half.
GG.
TTV evening it up here in game number 2.
Absolutely a flurry of scores back the other way. And sometimes the magic that's happening isn't what's on screen. We've got you looking in one direction. Let's see the other. Holy smokes, TTV gonna be taking that game too.
And you can see Lutano being told by production right there, hey, stop being so sneaky, you silly goose. What are you doing up there with that score?
Last time you scored or won like this, you clapped 3 times. 3 chests were caved in with that pop-off. Less clapping out of you, Lutano. You are going crazy.
Yeah, we're going to send this thing on over to our numbers, guys, to figure this whole thing out. Look, we don't know the difference between 12 and 13. Zoinks, Wonder Chef, take it away.
These might be the most important numbers that we have ever had within this tournament. What a photo finish. The Lapras Unite to bring Celestial almost there. The counter punch from LG. And then, of course, the sneaky Venusaur. I've never thought of using that adjective for that Pokemon.
That's true. Although I'll tell you what the difference between 12 and 13 is, because TTV just did it. They won.
Absolutely.
And it was well deserved. That was so sneaky. They're doing a little dance. The cats are doing a little dance that I just
Overlord doing a lot of damage once again.
absolutely cannot ignore. But Overlord did so much. Speaking of sneaky scores, by the way, that score in the home goal was gigantic from Overlord near the end, pushing them back into the lead.
Yeah, bringing their chances back. I mean, Overlord has obviously been a cornerstone of this roster in terms of winning games, saving matches, and this one almost brought it to fruition.
Otter with a lot of damage on that Espeon. Celestial not as good as Rene is on the Urshifu, but very well done. Let's go for the next one. So now it's 1-1. What a match. What a match. The final moment. What? Come on, y'all. Come on. YouTube. Come on, bro.
Of those enemies, it slows them. So Espeon and Lutano played it off, and shout out to the Lutano dad in the front row, cheering on our current player of the game. And Lutano as well. Also shout out to Lutano.
Whatever Lutano's saying
Lutano dad.
here, but yeah, you'll love to see it. We got to an interview with Lutano earlier. Look at this. This is the happiest we've maybe ever seen Lutano. You'll love to see it, and well deserved. Again, a sneaky little victory there. That was, I mean, hard fought, hard fought.
Out for them. Luminosity building a very, very good team fighting composition.
Again, Slowbro ban, Blissey ban. The pink Pokemon.
No pink Pokemon, please. We're gonna go with a Blissey and a Slowbro ban on either side.
This is like a challenge that like a streamer would do. Like, oh, we're only playing not pink Pokemon today. But honestly, we've seen so many first pick Blissies over the course of this set that it's like, okay, maybe we just get rid of it and stop letting people get it. But the interesting thing is that TTV could have potentially been in that situation because they have the first pick, but I don't think they want to be forced to do that. Hey, there's the difference of where they're gonna first pick. Once again, I don't really understand the draft priority at this point. This is so inter-player, inter-team.
Dodrio and Urshifu for LG. That's very strong.
Is too important. Otherwise, you can only pick one of those two speedsters, so Overlord's going to get one of those options. Lapras Mew going to be backing up the side of TTV, a very fast draft. These teams are confident. They know what they're going with. I like the Snorlax from Slash. I think that was some of their best performances in the Grand Finals so far in their Snorlax game from game number 1.
Oh, well now, you know, we saw a steal of the Speedster from LG, but TTV said, hey, we can play your best Speedster as well. How about we try that trade on for size, as we're going to see the Zoroark go to TTV this time around, and it's going to have, of course, Ender on that Comfey to make it that much more deadly.
So many 1v1s to look forward to, but honestly, the one that is catching my attention is going to be Otter versus Curios, Mew versus Chandelure. The amount of damage at the end of the game is going to be very interesting to see, but both these Pokemon running the exact same held items and battle item. These special attack damage dealers can be so impactful on our matches.
That's right, and I think my last thing I want to point out here is that Urshifu has been a huge deciding factor in every single game so far, and it's going back to the side of Luminosity this time, so we'll see if Urshifu keeps this 100% win rate in this post-reset set as we get right into game number 3.
Here we go. Game 3 of our grand finals. We are in a bracket reset right now. TT Otters on TT
trying to fair.
These teams are looking to
Let's
become
go.
our champions today. Both of these teams want to be known as the best team in North America, and both of these teams want the lion's share of that $50,000 prize pool. I'm wondering if this Comfey pick will do it once again. TTV really seems to have this draft figured out at this point.
Yeah, they've leveled up in their strategy here. They're getting great picks. They understand what they want to do, and they're winning games. And that's ultimately all that matters here, Spraggles, of course, as Overlord is desperately trying to get their stacks in. They actually get slow smoked and are able to just use that boosted auto attack for that spacing to get out.
Yeah, able to get out right there, which is great. They did jump on in and steal some experience from the side of TTV, so that's awesome as well. They now have 10 points. They're going to look to score once again. They do need those stacks in that top path right there. Slash in a little bit of trouble eating a big old boosted attack from Mew.
Able to poach that wild Pokemon from the side of TTV, though, which is a good little win with that tackle. So good look there. LG peels back, and we've got
Bro, it's Comfey and Zoroark. That's gonna be crazy.
an absolute slaughter on the scoreboard, 8-0.
Yeah, here we go, 8-0. You can't come back from that, they say, as we have the Altaria Swablu up here in this top path. We have Zoroark coming on here to pick up a big KO. They hit their combo, they move in, but here comes the drill peck, pushing them right back. Comfey goes down.
Really prioritizing the experience. Comfey is collateral damage, and TTV got the player that they were targeting down and actually able to get that KO before the Wicked Blow was even used to scathe that Zoroark.
Here we go in our top path.
Oh.
We're going to see if we can pick up another one. Really nice drill peck right there. And the question is, are they going to continue moving in with this fight? And they do. They've got that Comfey collar. They know that it can save them, give them big shields and big heals.
Big shields and big heals is a good place to be if you're looking to be a carry. Overlord's just trying to scramble out as they are getting chunked and hit, and finally they get a KO. No escaping that one.
Well done, well done. Big knockouts over here. Let's go.
Good engagement there by Celestia with the Comfey follow-up. Is there anybody else that wants any of that action?
Not knockouts, good damage, good engagement. That's what I want to meant. That's what I meant. Good engagement with the Zoroark and Comfey. That's gonna be really crazy, really tough to deal with.
Bryn thought about it for a second and then comes back. Look at that movement out of Zoroark, Spraggles.
Incredible stuff here from TTV at the start of this. I think Luminosity is starting to realize, is this what we've been doing to people with this Pokemon? So incredibly mean.
This is so mean. So mean. That's why they ban it all the time. It's so mean.
And here we go. We see Curios in this bottom path. They have the overheat, not yet level 7. They have not evolved into Chandelure, as it looks like we're trying to get another KO right here, possibly onto Overlord. Peeling out actually of this central area up to the top path right now. Both teams having this moment of a little calm before the storm, as possibly here comes the storm.
Heavy slam, going to try and get space points. Do go in for Overlord, so that's another stack for them. Zugrak is remaining relentless with that Lapras.
Zoroark coming in. Let's see what he can do.
Trying to push forward. Celestial's there for the support. And of course, they're able to peel back here, but it looks like TTV is willing to put some good pressure on before this basement reg.
Here we go. They are just continuing to rack up experience right now for the side of TTV. Up here in this top path, you can see they have left Rin alone from Luminosity. Lutano in some trouble right now. Overlord coming on in here, trying to get a big KO. We switch back to the Giga Drain. Overlord.
1 HP.
Can you see that? Is there anything there?
There was nothing there. That line was completely black. Are you kidding me? Red Rock at half HP. We coming in. The Wicked Blow's going to line up. Can they get it just in time? Bang! Sealed
Let's
up
go.
by Luminosity. Rin does not miss making it happen here. But Celestial's willing to go in with that Solar Beam follow-up by Otter. Tons of damage was put
LG snapped by the Solar Beam.
out, and Elos get caught from the long range. The Ivysaur Solar Beam getting it done. Slash is on the chain now. Celestial's going to buckle them. 2 players down for LG. Let's see if they can get on top of this gold zone. Zagruk has very low HP. Wicked Blow has the range with the eject button to get that KO, but that just baited out Rin. They're low on HP, and they just can't quite get there.
Can't quite get the combo. Nice Unite move coming in from Overlord as they're looking to pick up a KO, but no, they do not right here. We're also seeing a different look from this Comfey on the side of TTV. No longer running this Grass Knot. I think Grass Knot was set up perfectly well with their Dodrio, but because Zoroark just bounces around so much, it'll be so difficult to land. They're going with the magical Leaf, which will let you get the stuns, also find Pokemon in sort of this tall grass. If they're hiding, it's a very, very easy move to use, especially when the Pokemon that you are on is moving 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Exactly, and you can get all those
Bro, the Solar Beam damage. Let's go.
picks line up on your opposition there. That was a very fast KO on Curios, who's trying to get a cheeky berry for themselves and couldn't sort that out. Meanwhile, TTV is over this goal zone. They'd really like to buckle this thing with the 40, but they'll take the 22-point overcap, as that Verdant Anger was unleashed just to make sure they had the space.
Yeah, they just wanted to make sure they had the space to score right there. And you know, sometimes it's fun just to throw a Unite move.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you just throw out something. You know what? Who cares? Looks pretty.
2 minutes, 9 seconds on the clock, no one around me. I'm unleashing that thing.
Oh, absolutely. As this Regieleki walks towards this top path, don't take strategy advice from Doobsnacks or myself.
No, just watch the screen and take advice from these players live in action here. Slash is taking a ton of damage, but that
Bro, Zoroark gets out.
Overlord to get into the engage. Great comb for Unite, and then to Chandelier Unite back the other way. Can they convert on some KOs? Everybody's so low. Finally, the lamp from LG goes down. 2 players down back for TTV the other way, though. And is this a positive exchange for LG? You'd have to think yes.
I would say so. You know, TTV having to deal with this in the top path. However, Mew now picks up a KO on the Snorlax as well, as we were pushing Zugrug around with this drill peck. It's a level 12 Dodrio coming on in here, picking up another KO. And this is the Dodrio that they had to worry about a few games ago, and it's looking amazing here in game number 3.
That's true, bro. That Dodrio is rocking it.
I mean, that Dodrio looking like a skater boy. I'll see you later, boy. That Lapras got buckled. That Bubble Beam had no shot.
Here we go, Overlord trying to get away from this situation that, you know what, to be fair, they created. They're always the one diving into the central area of their opponents in here. Why do they have to always go and make things so complicated?
Well,
Ooh! Huge knockout over there. Lutano Unite Solar Beam.
nice KO by the Venusaur on Rin there. The follow-up is on top of Slash, and now they're going for this cold zone. I can't recover from that one. Please say something.
And here we go as they jump towards this top path leader. Another huge drill back into 3 members of TTV. One of them wearing a comb fake collar. Here comes the Unite from Zoroark, trying to just stay inside this fight or just trying to escape. Mew just trying to zone them out a little bit as another member of TTV. The Lapras goes down right here. Slash pushing towards this top goal. He's got 3 points. Just giving a little yawn and leaving.
I'm liking this heavy slam yawn combination when they get the catch, using the Unite move right in the middle of the map on the left-hand side of your screen there. Force out the Mew Unite. They're caught in the shadows and they get engaged on. There's not enough to hide them just yet. Solar Beam's going to try and get Curious to keep them scoring.
Great defense there. A Solar Beam keeping LG away.
And they do. LG's forced to retreat, and we have the Lapras who's kind of leveraging their Unite. We've seen what they could do. Slash is so low. A nice little yawn going to put Lapras down for just a moment. And now Lapras has to focus their attention using their Unite move, splashing up on the Eldegoss, but Zoroark goes down back the other way. Heavy slam on Lutano. Great engagement. We've got the drill pack. We've got the auto attack, and we've got a KO as LG takes the...
That Dodrio is so crazy, man. So crazy. Ah, you guys can see me now. Hold on. All right.
Regieleki.
Once again, I mean, this Dodrio from Overlord right here is just running an absolute riot on this team right now, picking up every single KO at once. The points rain into this top goal zone. That goal
Huge advantage. Be careful, TTV.
zone is gone. Luminosity is up now by over 100 points. They are looking incredible level-wise as well. They are dominating all of these fights, and TTV is in some trouble because we only got 40 seconds until Rayquaza, and that's a level 15 Dodrio. I'm well aware of that number. That's the highest in Pokemon Unite.
That is the highest level you can attain. You are correct, Spraggles. Now, what's important is that Overlord absolutely, under no circumstance, gets caught right here. They need to play safe. They've got their superpower right now, and it's Overlord on level 15. Just do not let it fall in your face.
Here we go.
Ooh, but a lot of LGs are low HP. A Solar Beam, look at them all together. A Solar Beam will get at least the Shandy and the Urshifu.
Massive solar beams here from Lutano as he's continuing his push right here. This could be huge. Oh my gosh, so close to catching multiple members of Luminosity. Somehow Chandelure making it out on 0 HP right now.
Oh wait, is that over? Ah, Overlord is going down.
There's no way if Overlord goes down right here. That's huge. A 33-second KO timer. This is TTV's chance.
This is TTV's chance. LG still has 4 players. The Whirlwinds go up. Rayquaza's at half HP. Big Wicked Blow comes through. And
Bro, TTV just flipping it. LG doesn't do well in
They're
that.
about to get KO'd by Mew. Nice
Oh, Urshifu is down. Dodrio is down. This is for TTV.
by Otter, 2 players down. It's the biggest damage dealers. Celestial's looking in, and Rayquaza's getting chunked. What is going on? We got a little bird and anger action. We got a solar beam coming.
Let's go. The config got it.
And we got TTV taking a Rayquaza. This is the Ender show now. What's a dinosaur to a ring of flowers, baby? Give us that Rayquaza and give us our points.
Oh my goodness, the points rate in this match is still incredibly close, 520 to 397, but Luminosity devastated in that fight. Dodrio goes down, somehow Comfey with the secure on the side of TTV as they take Rayquaza. They're up on the scoreboard, but there is time on the clock. However, we still have a Rayquaza shield, I believe, on multiple members of TTV, at least that
Yeah, at least 3 of them.
Zoroark, Venusaur, and Comfey.
I mean, that is too many players to have a shield, quite honest. LG needs to make a push, and just a couple need to stand. We're taking a look. They actually have to leave Rin back to try and defend some gold guns and break shields as well. We just have solar beams coming through. Purist is trying to go score a heavy slam. We need a big time Yana. We need the scores to go in.
Ooh, let's go. Great defense here.
Follow-up is going to go for 2 players down, make it 3. Oh, come on, baby. Dinosaur's looking for 1. Slash is there, and they eat a big-time Electro Ball. That's a weather storm out there between the solar beams and that, and they are dunking more points in.
More points. 696.
TTV, 1 game away.
Here we go, 696, 397. TTV taking game number 3 right here. Incredible stuff. Ender doing a dance, and I don't think Luminosity likes it. Hey,
No.
hey, you, I don't like your Comfey. No way, no way. I think we need to ban it.
Yes, they need to do something. Every time LG makes a switch, TTV adjusts in-game and makes it happen. LG getting their face rubbed in it a little bit with that comfy spin by Ender, and that's a way to get motivated. And if I'm LG, you got to find something.
Incredible match here from TTV as once again the production is saying, chill out guys with the sneaky scores. Come on TTV, you're making it look easy out here. Somehow TTV is taking it all the way here in our grand finals, and they are
What was happening? Was the production is gonna be a rematch?
1 game away from winning this whole thing. Let's send it on over to the number wizards, Zoinks and Wonderchef.
Thank you so much, you two. I mean, me and Wonderchef are here and ready to analyze that game, but I think there's only one question I have, and what happened? Where did Overlord go? Where did that KO come from? What a play from TTV at the end. Honestly, LG was such an amazing early game. I was very worried about TTV in the late game, but well, let's be honest, I should have learned my lesson 4 or 5 games ago in this set.
Or 6 or 7 in the tournament or 8 in the tournament. But
Numbers,
yeah,
guys.
honestly, numbers, guys. Yeah, all we do here is just say numbers on stream. I don't know. 30. There we go. That's a random number. No, but seriously, TTV, clearly the most clutch team that we have in this tournament today. How many matches have they won from behind like we just saw in that graph?
You keep making me count. I'm honestly not so sure. Otter and Lutano with very respectable 60,000 plus K damage games, but I think we just witnessed our best Celestial Zoroark
Ooh, Overlord still doing huge damage.
game. Celestial's played a myriad of Pokemon in the top path so far in today's tournament, and I actually think their Zoroark was maybe one of the ones that's a bit shaky in earlier performance for TTV. In this specific game, not the case. Their Zoroark
Oh, in course, they had the Comfey. It's easy.
looking very good near the end of the game. Early game, you know, few moments, but late game, definitely looking solid.
Oh yeah, that again was one of the most interesting draft picks that we've seen in the entire set, where we've gone full circle now to stealing each other's speedsters. We can take a look once again at how that steal worked out. You can turn find what I mean. That has not a factor on stage. Well, I mean, they are all
it's here,
every
it's here.
single player that's here in this grand finals is a superstar.
He was hiding in the grass. It was not like a good. It wasn't a good play for TTV. It was a bad play from Overlord.
They are all hero players for their teams. They're here for a reason. Absolutely amazing. And the pick, again, I honestly didn't see it the second time I was looking.
I think it was on the top path. I think Celestial and Ender found it and won that 1v1 with the Zoroark Unite move. I mean, it's a gamble. You won't have Zoroark Unite for this final Rayquaza, last chance steal situation, but either way, the knockouts were there. Rin goes down, and the Comfey secures it. I mean, you kind of got to catch your breath when the Electro Ball on Irma. See?
classic secure Pokemon such as Comfey and also Blissey.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, maybe some unheard ofs, but who is not a Celestial, our player of the game. 3 lucky 7s in a row as 9-8 rules out for their
True, 77798.
damage. What a
True ability.
Yeah.
When you can take your opponent's Pokemon and rather than banning them, just take them yourselves, that means the entire world. And I mean, clearly in the highest,
if you're not bringing in on that Zoroark, going with the cut style build instead of Shadow Claw. So giving up a little bit on the damage numbers, but instead gaining a bit more healing. That cut giving you a lot of HP recovery once
with the card, one change points, one to their way.
they lost season forming in. Honestly, we were talking these teams on the
range season. I feel they
The production is being annoying there with TTV. I don't know what's going on.
the play of the individual players on TTV than their draft strategies.
All right. Well, these two teams are squaring up, and we do have some unfortunate. We have a TTV actually. A little bit of a situation. We are going to have a slight disadvantage for them. An admin direction or a different direction. They are not going to have a ban in this matchup. So only Luminosity Gaming is going to have a ban in this.
Oh, what? What? Why? LG will not have a ban. TTV will not have a ban. Why?
Interesting. Well, we will see what this individual ban is, but going into this, no bans. I mean, there have been a pretty big flex of the Pokemon side. It really chosen on both sides. And currently we can see that the Slowbro is the pick, the singular ban of the game.
What? Why TTV? What? Why, bro? Can we see in the comments? What? Bro, why would you, like, because if they messed up, it will be a reset, right? But they don't have a ban. That's weird. I don't know, that's weird. I'll be right back, y'all. Right back. O Fez se infiltrou. Alright, y'all. We are back. And if TTV wins, they're the champions. But once again, it's so weird. You guys don't have a ban. So they have a disadvantage. It's like they cheated a little bit. So it's like, oh, you cheated a little bit, but not enough. Office. My cat is here. Hehehe.
Static.
Static.
Static. Nu e grande, mas é static.
Okay, guys, we have some static. Hold on, hold on.
696, 397, TTV.
Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of a static. It's not much, but it's still there, so hold on.
7, TTV.
Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of a static. It's not much, but it's still there, so hold on.
7, TTV.
Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of a static. It's not much, but it's still there, so hold on.
7,
Oh, now it's worse. Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of a static. It's not much, but it's still there, so hold on. Ah, it's coming in and coming out. Yeah, we have a little bit of a static. It's not much, but it's still there, so hold on. Ah, it's coming in and coming out. That's why I didn't listen to it on my pre-recording, because it's coming in and coming out. I think there is no static now. I think there is no static now. Yeah, we're perfect. I think there is no static now. It's repeating. Alright, we're good. It's good. Let's go. Alright, so this can be the final match. If TTV wins this match, they win the whole thing.
I guess we could just pretend in our minds that this is like a double slow roll ban, and how would you play in that situation? But that is going to give the first option overall to Luminosity.
I still think it's very weird. Why TTV has no ban?
Are they going to value that Dodrio extremely highly again? Are they going to be going for one of their other, first picks like the...
It's because of the Zoroark Confe? What the hell?
that we saw before, and that's going to be a big difference, being banned out.
Yeah, and just one more clarification. It was a request from the admins for TTV that did not respond to it, so it is going to be the punishment laid out. Well, let's see what they're...
It was a request from the admins that the TTV didn't respond to, so they took their ban.
Double pick is on the other side, hovering the cone. Be the punishment. It was a request from the admins for TTV that did not respond to it, so it is going to be the punishment laid out. Well,
so that, yeah, it's the punishment. The admin said something to TTV, TTV didn't give a fuck, or they didn't heard
see
it.
what their double pick is on the other side, hovering the Confe as that first pick. The second option actually going over towards Zogrug for the Lapras, not grabbing that Mew in that first rotation. Potentially we could see that Pokemon on Furios if they wanted to aim for it now, but I mean, Zoroark's available, Dodrio's available, and so is that Urshifu.
Oh, it's the Dodrio, let's go.
Well, I feel like you have to pick Dodrio at this point. There's no way you let that go over to that strategy that they've used with Lutano on it. And yes, exactly like you said, the Mew.
Oh, and they steal the Mew from Otter, because Otter really likes to play Mew.
When you can have a Pokemon that you can use as well as the other team, and you really want to take it away from them, that's the highest value that we get. We see that with both of the picks and their second pick of the game.
Wow, Celestial very confident in that Zoroark is going to be going after it again, even
It's going to be Confe Zoroark again. Let's go.
when that means you're giving Urshifu over to Luminosity Gaming. So Celestial going to take that Zoroark. Otter on that Espeon again, not quite the Mew, but still a lot of impact on that Pokemon.
Oh, and
That's true, it's not the Mew, but they play really well. Otter plays really well on that Espeon as well, so be careful.
oh, so strange to see the final pick Urshifu. The draft has turned all the way upside down from what we'd expect in this set, but again,
Lutano with the Guardi, let's go.
potentially the final set of the tournament point for TTV, and now their final pick is Lutano, locking into that Gardevoir. A lot of confidence from everybody here, as they've been through a lot to make it to this point.
A Gardevoir selection into Overlord's Dodrio on tournament match.
That's brave against Dodrio and Urshifu. Against both of them, that's brave. Alright.
That there's
Last chance out this victory. Stay
Out all week. We knew LG script, and they're taking it for themselves.
And here we go, headed up to this top path right here. We have Overlord and Elo. Now, obviously, Blissey on the side of Luminosity right there. I think TTV is not happy to see that, but TTV did disobey a request from the on-stage admin, and they lost their ban in this game. However, their first two picks still going over to Comfey and Lapras. They also have a Zoroark. Both of these teams look absolutely stacked.
Absolutely, a lot of great Pokemon on both sides of the map here, and a lot of Pokemon that these teams have seen success with. So despite that slight disadvantage here for the TTV ban, it looks like they've got a real opportunity to still come away with the win.
And here we go, Overlord looking to get a nice secure right there, already scoring in that top path. We also have Slash evolving here in this bottom path. Things are going pretty well. Oh, I was gonna say things are going pretty well.
Oh, the drill will go down here. Maybe he can grab the berry.
Oh.
Ooh, the Comfey got it.
And they do!
Who else but to kick off the K opener but Ender on the Comfey? It's kind of been their pick in this match against LG, and it's looked good. Rin might get a KO. They engage on the Curlier. Curlier's trying to make it out. Celestial cuts it off. They're all over the Swablu and Altaria. They get most of that, but now it's an LG push. They're going to see if they can catch somebody. Comfey hops on. Curlier peels back, and it looks like TTV survives another day.
You know, Lutano's spacing with all these special attackers is so impressive. Just somehow able to get away from these Pokemon with insane amounts of dive. Pokemon that normally would jump in and get all of these KOs, and somehow Lutano so heads up, great with the eject buttons, able to make it away from many of these moments. Obviously, that water bear, you know, from Luminosity, Rin, he is really there to dive in and KO Lutano and to KO Otter.
Which means the secure job goes over to Curios for this game, and we've seen them do a great job with that this weekend as well. No exceptions. Curios moving to the middle for these 8-minute Swablu and Altaria. Here comes Celestial to engage Curios, who's trying to Electro Ball in, deal some damage, take one for themselves, but really most of that went to Celestial and Ender.
And now we're watching this Zoroark with a
Bro, Zoroark Comfey once again. So crazy.
color, and it's such
Bro, what a jump to the Dodrio. What the fuck?
Most
Look
of
at
that went
that.
to Celestial and Ender.
And now we're watching this Zoroark.
Bro, look. He's gonna jump to the Dodrio all the way.
With the color.
Ooh, you saw that? Bro.
It's such a difficult thing to deal with. Chasing down a possible KO and Overlord, but they grab those berries and they are still healthy. Elo coming back in. They actually might be in a lot of trouble right here as we do
Let's
pick
go.
up a KO.
They snatched them right away before they can pour it out, and there we go. The rest of LG is forced to rotate up and try and deal with Lutano, Celestial, and Ender. The pressure they're putting on is monumental as they get some points in that goal zone, and LG actually scrambles back.
Here we go, down to this bottom path. We have 25 seconds now until the Reggies hit the top and bottom path here. Rin just being pushed back a little bit, trying to pick up a KO with those nice shy shocks, and then also, you know, the Lapras right there just being a huge deterrent for that. One thing that I was thinking just watching these two teams, Doob Snacks, is how proud I am to have both of them representing NA going to Worlds, because these teams are absolute.
Bro, I think the NA teams are the strongest. I didn't watch anything besides NA in Europe, but these NA teams, they be cracking it.
Unbelievable.
Do you think anybody will be able to stand up to Overlord like TTV can, for an example, you know, or like Team YouTube high-paced rhythm? You think somebody can hold to that? I would think the European teams will have some troubles against YouTube, Amaterasu, and TTV, and LG. Amaterasu with their weird scoring strat. But the thing is that the meta will be very new and very fresh at Worlds, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
They really are. LG sees Zugrug's opportunity, who used the Ice Beam, didn't quite hit anybody. Now Rin is going straight to this Regis deal. TTV is showing up. We saw Otter and Zugrug make some magic happen last time. They're actually committing to getting Celestial in there. A little Phantom Force to get out of dodge. Elo dips, dives, and tries to get away. We're getting the coverage here. Can they
Zugrug going down there.
Portal reset. Celestial's trying to keep that from happening. They actually use the Unite move, but it's a hair too late. Elo pops back through. Now the pressure is on. Rin is getting so low. Otter wants that KO. Can they find it? That's the big time question.
Here we go. Rin grabbing a berry right here. And then, of course, this build from Urshifu just able to recover a ton of HP. Registeel actually leashing right there and recovering a lot of health. I think Luminosity would have got it had that not happened. We're looking for the combo, and no, it is secured by Overlord on the Dodrio. Moving in for another KO, possibly picking it up, and it's Curious.
Nice knockouts, but he goes down
Who
as
gets
well.
that? Overlord getting KO'd back the other way as TTV is running towards their tier 1.
Also, Comfy on Lapras is crazy.
Getting pushed back.
Otter with a huge Unite there and an awesome follow-up by Zug and Ender to make sure that they get 2 KOs. They don't overextend their welcome or push into the face of LG.
And here we go. Almost the 6-minute mark right now. 30 points to 41. This game is so incredibly close level-wise, point-wise, skill-wise, and it's so incredibly close to being over if TTV can win this one. Otter in some trouble right here. Nice big Unite move. Dodrio's looking for the KO. Can he find it? Might find 2 right now. Zorar coming in trying to pick up a kill, but there's
That stuff.
the Bliss assistance.
Bliss assistance just in time. Rin uses their Unite as well, gets a KO, and now Zugrug, there's too much firepower. They just rack up the hits. We get up to 17, and they actually take the Bubble Beam. I said Ice Beam earlier, but it's the Bubble Beam that's able to keep Rin from continuing that engagement, and then Elo getting the KO on Lutano.
Yeah, sneaking up through that hyperspace highway, just picking up a KO after clearly Curious was doing a lot of work up there in the top path. Right now, Luminosity dominating this match, 190 to 41, and they're just picking up every big KO they can find. Nice double KO here from Zugrug, throwing it right back in the face of Luminosity.
Yeah, going through, moving forward, trying to get into the face of this LG squad. Elo uses the ring.
Good Hooper Unite to defend the bottom base.
Unbound, they get a quick stun. So the Ender's on top of Zugrug. They're peeling back. That's going to be a tough, tanky Pokemon to take down. But the Fists are actually catching Otter, who's very low. Can they close the gap to keep this push on? No, it doesn't quite look like it's Sprague.
Yeah, nice job there from TTV, able to get out. Beautiful Psyshock to get the stun. They're able to pull back. Obviously, the Comfey can heal as well. And now we still have this Regieleki in the top path. It would be more advantageous for Luminosity to grab it, send it towards TTV. And of course, TTV doesn't want to deal with it either, as we have a Reggie spawning in this bottom path in 5 seconds. And Luminosity has a Hoopa, able to bring their whole team down.
Great secure there from the Mew.
Regieleki moving towards TTV, despite the Fairy Singularity on top of it. Nobody kind of plays ball. Rin's going to get caught out here. No, look at that dash out of dodge. And the Celestial keeps putting the pressure on. Solar Beam from Curios comes back the other way. Comfy Unite right on top of the goal zone. Can they convert this into some points? Doesn't really look like it. Espeon picks up a couple, but now TTV still getting pushed back. Bliss assist on
Ooh, Zorak almost going down, but he goes away.
top of Overlord, and they're going to keep pushing as well. Is Rin using
The Espeon is too fragile.
their Unite move in tandem, and they want Otter. They're at 10 hits. Can they keep racking them up? They get them the normal way. Zugrug is now trying to peel out. Celestial needs to come in for the save.
Great Solar Beam. He saw the Zorak come in and he just fired the Solar Beam.
We've got the hyperspace hole open. We catch a quick reset, and Curios is still in the mix. Zugrug eating an Electro Ball, follow-up Egg Bomb, big boosted auto, and they're going to get out.
Wow, what an insane fight going back and forth. But when Rin
Bye, Yoshi.
going down as Celestial comes back in with that Zoroark, a little taste of Luminosity's own medicine here, but Luminosity up 303 to only 109 for TTV.
Curious is coming in. They were trying to keep these scores from going in, and it kind of works. The Mew uses their Unite move to collapse on top of Lutano, and they get that KO for
Lutano is having a tough time with the Guardi against the Mew, right?
that effort. Electro Ball on top of Celestial going to force them to back up a little bit, as Ender's going to try and top them off with some HP.
Curios's Mew has just been incredible. I swear, every time we see Curios, just superstar plays all day from this player. Rin now looking to secure this Regirock with Overlord right here. This is going to be great for Luminosity. Make them a little tankier, a little more difficult to KO. We've got 50 seconds left until Rayquaza could be the last Rayquaza of the Pokemon Unite regular season.
Yeah, Slash is playing forward. I don't know if it's for vision. I don't know if they just got caught out. I don't know if they're trying to take wild Pokemon.
Blissey goes down. Let's go.
Lutano is all over.
Yeah, nice little KO right there. But you know what? Tactical reset, as they say.
Tactical reset indeed, just like using that tactical Unite move at 209.
Every time I get KO'd, tactical reset, everyone.
TTV is rolling up top here. They're taking a look at this Regieleki. It's less to take, more to make sure LG doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. They just don't want to deal with this Regieleki right now. Burst it down with a ton of damage right here, and honestly, probably just walk straight away from it so that nothing crazy happens inside that Rayquaza pit. That looks like what's going to happen. It's going to walk into that top goal, give them very, very little, only 20 points right here. TTV behind.
Let's go, it's Ray time, guys. TTV has been doing this, which they rip until half, and then they get 1 or 2 knockouts on LG, and then they finish it.
Behind on score, and they may be starting
Hoopa Unite, huge.
this thing.
Elo goes,
Urshifu is uniting on top. Be careful.
rings unbound. Overlord's on top of Zugrug, taking tons of damage.
Nobody's dead yet, but TTV has very low HP mons there.
They use their Unite move, they're back on the other side.
Oh, Aspen goes away with HP. Ah, the Urshi goes down. Urshi only level 12.
Everybody's low. Otter is solo. They're on the retreat. Comfy's on top of Celestial, and the stuns are coming out. This is a Unite move.
Mew goes down as well. That was the Unite, right?
Leverage. It's actually TTV taking the bodies. 2 players down. They got big damage in.
Zugrug with the Lapras running away. He's going down.
LG, and Overlord's trying to take care of Zugrug.
Oh,
Zugrug
he's
is
doing
so
it.
immensely tanky. They can't
Let's
find
go, it
anyone.
goes down.
On the backside, Overlord, Keizo, and Zugrug. And we also have Otter down as Celestial is trying to level up. And Overlord looking to cheeky score.
Oh no, Overlord finding Lutano right here, and you definitely don't want a Dodrio alone with a Gardevoir if you are TTV. This could spell big trouble. Overlord looking to pick up a massive KO right here. Lutano's not careful.
Ooh, Otter, huge damage there.
Otter with a huge size shock, but Overlord able to get healed up by the soft boiled, and it looks like we are all resetting after a crazy start to this fight.
Yeah, Slash throwing that Egg Bomb to keep Otter from being able to close that gap and use that side shock was
Dodrio is jumping on the back. There's the Lapras.
immaculate. Celestial over Elo, that's a courtesy KO they would have liked. They reset on top of the middle and on top of this Rayquaza.
Let's go. Rayquaza, more than half.
This Celestial gets spun up by the Whirlwind. We're going to see who can collapse on who. There's
Espeon is super low, look at that. But that side shock will do a lot of damage.
still playing in the middle. Otter goes down. Elo gets
Let's
hit.
go, TTV got it.
Kidding me. Are
It
you
was the
kidding me?
Guardi.
Tano again from the top side. Down. Elo gets hit. Up by the Whirlwind. We're going to see who can collapse.
It was the Unite?
on
No,
who.
the Unite exploded.
They're still
It was this hit.
playing in the middle. Otter goes down. Elo gets hit.
takes
Are
Rayquaza.
you kidding me? Are you kidding? Lutano again from the top side. I don't know how they keep letting them get away with this. And now all the shields are getting melted. They still need to scramble to score. They're jumping into the top path. Lutano needs to get that 50 banger in. We got Elo on the backside putting their points in. Zugrug jumps. Can they stop it? Lutano can't get their points in. Luminosity still has the lead.
Luminosity has the lead 3.
Bro, Luminosity is still winning.
229. TTV needs to score. They have a shield on a Comfey. They can pick up points with this Zoroark, which they did. Those are all transferred over to Comfey. Everything over 50. They can drop them off at a goal, but Urshifu is at this one. It can pierce shield, so they're running down to this bottom goal because if Urshifu is there, they can stop this Comfey from scoring. Also, the shield is so incredibly small. Let's see if they can make this happen. Ender hops off. Ender tries to score.
Bro, I think they win. They were protecting the shield of the Comfy with the Zoroark.
The points do go in! 64 points going for TTV!
This could be it! If TTV, if that was just enough, we're gonna watch this, split the screens up, give me some energy right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh yeah!
TTV wins it!
Takes it. Hey, it might be Grimace's birthday, but there's no smiles on the side of purple. TTV are your NA Regional Finals champions. Woo!
Team TV somehow wins this thing in a bracket reset against the world champions, going from the team who last year had the heartbreaking finish of getting knocked out in regionals to watch the world champions go on to win the whole thing. Now TTV comes back here live on stage at NAIC and wins the whole thing.
What a bounce back. Zoinks was saying about the storyline. You have your world champions and you have your NA darlings that fell just a hair shy in season 1. They win the AO's Cup, the biggest tournament we've had to date until today. They take this one down in an absolute mean fashion.
Bro, they were super smart. They were super smart. TTV was very smart with that Comfy play.
And Lutano with the smile as the day is long. the whole team, well earned. I love TTV, so does NA. What a win.
What a win. What a finish. What a game of Pokemon Unite. My heart is almost bursting out of my chest in some of these moments right here. Two titans of NA going at it right now. Both will represent North America at the World Championships, and TTV takes down the two biggest tournaments of the year.
Absolute amazing work by this TTV team. Put Rayquaza on the pedestal. Get Lutano Vision. Will win the game. Get it done. TTV, like there was only Lutano that could have secured that last Rayquaza at the rate they were moving at today and yesterday.
Incredible stuff here, as you just see the celebration for TTV. Obviously, you know, the crowd is ecstatic for them. They would love to see either of these teams win. These are two of the fan favorites of our region. Of course, the victory for TTV. I mean, it feels like a long time coming, and they finally reached the mountaintop.
Bro, what a play, well played.
Were the absolute gladiators and gods of Season 1 and the grassroots events until the UCS Season 1 kicked off. Had an amazing start to that season, found themselves on the outside looking into the World Championships, and now not only have they qualified for Worlds, they did that a few weeks back. They find themselves as the regional finals champions. You cannot be happier for this storyline, for this team. Consider that fairy tale written, Spraggles.
Incredible stuff here for TTV, and look at them hoisting the trophy. Your champions, the regional finals champions, TTV.
Getting that hardware, well earned, well played. Their draft strategy was off the wall, but it worked for them. It made it happen, and honestly, LG just couldn't react fast enough. They couldn't adjust fast enough, and they couldn't get Lutano off that Rayquaza.
Yeah, incredible stuff. They put Rayquaza on a pedestal. Even better, you know what? They put Rayquaza on a sparkly vest.
Did they? Oh,
Even
that
better.
was me. That was me.
That was you. Oh, that was you, actually. They put it on a pedestal, and they took it down. I mean, really aggressive stuff, amazing stuff from TTV.
I love this new TTV look. It felt like we were watching a brand new squad this weekend, but look, enough with...
Zagrug. Zagrug is the true leader. He's the shadow leader.
Enough with you and me. Let's get it to the stage with Zoinks and Chef and all of TTV.
It is my pleasure to congratulate your champions, TTV! That means that Zagrug, Honor, Lutano, Celestial, and Ender are your Pokemon Unite North American Regional Champions here at NAIC. Let's hear it! I'm Zoinks and Wonder Chef, and we want to know what's going through your minds right now. So, Ender, we just watched you be on stage for a very long time. You had some momentum coming into this last match. What did it take to keep that momentum, or was it fending off being tired?
It was just taking it one game at a time. We have a lot of respect for that team. I was shouting at the end of every match, so you guys can hear I've lost my voice completely. But we knew one game at a time, and we can't give it up.
Amazing, amazing work, amazing work. I mean, Otter, I got a specific question for you, Otter. You played out of your mind this tournament on multiple picks. I mean, MVP level performances. Maybe, I don't know if we'll get that vote yet. We'll see, we'll see. You played so well. How does it feel to beat LG on the main stage in a bracket reset?
I mean, it feels amazing. It feels like it happened in the most deserved way possible. I think every single person on my team did so much today, so much yesterday, like especially Lutano. I think we can all agree Lutano really was the backbone of the team. He held us all together. Like without him, without all of my teammates, and without Evo or analyst and coach, like it was not gonna happen. It took everything within us to make it happen, and we're just so glad we're here.
Amazing, just pass that mic along.
All right, I've got my question here for Celestial. We're going back and forth, we're tricking you here. All right, so the big shift in the end was switching to the Zoroark. How prepared were you to make that switch so late in the tournament?
Always prepared. Zoro, love Zoro, you know, it's a comfort pick. Yeah.
All right, hey, that works out well. I'm surprised we didn't see it more then.
Go ahead and pass the mic down. I've got a question for you. Now, you guys are regional champions. You get that title forever. It must feel amazing. But of course, we're all looking forward to Worlds now. There's been some speculation that if you could get there, you could really show us a good Worlds performance. How do you think that will be? Do you think you guys have what it takes?
I mean, NA won it last time, right?
I love to hear that. All right, Zugrug, I have 2 questions for you. First, is Gengar a cat?
Gengar's a cat.
All right, yeah, we got that confirmed. And now, Zugrug, I gotta ask, you won in front of so many people, Twitch chat, of course. What do you want to say to all the supporters of TTV? Because they have been amazing these last 2 years.
You know, just shout out to everyone that support us, believed in us. Like, we couldn't have done it without without all the TTV fans. Like, you guys motivate us to do our best and trying to win it all. And we're gonna try and do the same at Worlds.
That's what we like to hear. I love it.
Columbus, Ohio, everyone at home, let's hear it one more time for TTV. Back to you, casters.
Incredible, incredible, incredible stuff. I mean, look at this. TTV on top. It feels great. It's amazing to see, Duke Snacks.
Yeah, raising the trophies once again. You got to get that photo op in there. And if I'm them, I am soaking up all that sunshine because all the solar beams they delivered, they put enough light on everybody else. Time for them to get a little bit themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. What an incredible weekend of Pokemon Unite. What an incredible weekend for TTV and a crazy season for this team. I mean, they just really feel like they found their footing. Obviously winning our regional finals, I'd say that's pretty clear. Amazing job from this squad.
And it was another one of those moments. There was walking highlights for every single player. That can't be understated. They gave the nod to Lutano. We saw great work out of every single player. Celestial Zoroark coming alive. Ender on that Comfy securing objectives, getting KOs. Otter, of course, just being an absolute menace on Espeon, on Mew. And then Zugrug just laying it out on the line, getting the space that this team needs to work out in the front. I mean, they could not have built a better squad. We've been following them for 2 years, and it's nice to see them with a little piece of hardware.
Absolutely. It's amazing to see them as champions, of course. They look fantastic. Huge congratulations to TTV. As you saw it here today, TTV made their way through this winner's bracket, taking down Brave Birders and Ginyu Force, then losing to the world champs, Luminosity. Heading down into our loser's bracket.
Bro, amazing, guys, amazing. So, thank you very much for watching. Great matches from TTV. They played really, really well. And they inspired me. You better believe it. So, in 5 minutes, in 5 minutes we're gonna start the stream. Alright. The Pokemon Unite playing stream. So, thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. It's the Cloud Surfer, surfing out, and I see you in 5 minutes. Bye!